Let's talk legal. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm not an attorney. You need to seek legal advice. So this is all just at a very high level. It's gonna be kind of a short video, but I wanna talk a little bit about what it means from a legal standpoint to buy in Los Angeles, sell in Los Angeles. So a lot of this stems from disclosures. And we're gonna start seeing, every year we see more and more disclosures, but there was that lawsuit with National Association of Realtors plus a bunch of other brokerages for almost $1.8 billion. And of all the webinars I've been watching a lot of them, trying to read up on it, it's all really coming down to just that. It's understanding what's in writing, understanding what is required from each party. So if you're buying a home and you close on the home and all of a sudden a pipe bursts, is it the seller's responsibility? Generally speaking, the short answer is no, right? As long as the seller didn't have knowledge. And that's where things kind of get tricky because, and again, not an attorney, so you need to consult one because every situation is different. But on a high level, if the seller has never had a problem with plumbing, like never, and then all of a sudden a pipe bursts after closing, it's not like the seller could have disclosed anything because they didn't know. You as a buyer also have the right to do inspections, and some people waive those inspections. What's very common is people don't inspect for things like a fireplace, and 99% of fireplaces have issues. And I'm throwing that 99% out there, but talk to chimney experts. It's probably somewhere in that range because building codes change, earthquakes happen, just natural wear and tear, right? What's really common is worn down mortar. So without going off too much of a tangent, in an older chimney, you have what are called flue tiles. So imagine a pipe made of clay and one on top of each other, and there's almost like we'll call it mortar or concrete in between to hold it together, and that wears down over time. Water gets in there, smoke, whatever. So anyways, point being is you as a buyer have to ask the right questions, but also do the right due diligence, right? It's your responsibility to do the inspections, understand the property to the best of your ability. Inspectors can't see behind walls, but also check out permits, right? Because oftentimes sellers will do work to a home and not pull permits. That happens for generally one of two reasons. One, because they just didn't think it was necessary, and two, or they may not know, right? They may not know that you need to pull a permit to do certain work. So when you go in and say, look, this entire deck was done without permits, then you can decide if that's a problem or not. But from a legal standpoint, as long as the seller's disclosed everything that they factually know, and you as your buyer did your due diligence, it kind of is what it is. Now let's switch over to the seller side. Are you open to a lawsuit? Again, talk to an attorney. Short answer is, yeah, if you screwed up somewhere. And really the screw ups are generally in the disclosure world, making sure that you actually disclosed properly and what you disclosed about. So for example, if you did not disclose that the house had an addition, or let's take a bathroom. Hey, we added this bathroom and didn't disclose that was with permits, but we knew it, and the buyer finds out later, there can be consequences, right? And it's always a fine line because you as a seller can say, well, the buyer could have found out if they did their due diligence. But you as a seller have an obligation to disclose what you factually know. Keyword there is factually know, not sure, maybe not, I don't know, I'm not a builder. Then it's like, look, you just have to disclose what you know and leave it at that. I've seen that happen before. I've had buyers come after the fact and say, look, the dishwasher's not working. So I go to my seller after the close of escrow and say, has the dishwasher always worked? Yes. Go back to the buyer and say, look, as far as the seller is known, it always worked. There was never any issues with it. And you as a buyer could have inspected it, they could have checked it out, they could have tested it, done a lot of things. But really, especially going forward with how things are heading with disclosures and everything, it's all about factual knowledge, it's all about due diligence, and it's all about what's in writing. what's in writing is super important. Every word matters. Love to get your thoughts. What are some hiccups you've experienced? Go ahead and comment below, share with your friends. Again, consult an attorney on everything. I cannot stress that enough because every case is different. And you guys have an amazing rest of your day.